Today, I get to share with you my biggest laundry hack. It has saved thousands of dollars. Let's get into it. I will link this recipe down below in the description so that you guys know just how you can do it too. Over the course of the last 10 years, I have made this laundry detergent. I wanted something that was safe for our HE washer, budget friendly, and that my husband didn't react to. So I did a long Google search and finally stumbled across this recipe. After doing a lot of research on other similar recipes, this is the one I decided to go with. It makes 10 gallons at a time. So my startup cost was about $15, so not much. And every time after that, I have a lot of two of the key ingredients left, so I can just buy the one single Fells Naphtha bar, which is just, it was $1.20 when I purchased it today, so it's a little more expensive than it used to be, but I just have to purchase one of those and I can keep making the recipe using the other two ingredients that I already have in abundance. I choose to use a grater that's metal and designated for the laundry soap. I also use a metal pan and a metal spoon so that when I clean those, there's no chance of that kind of filtering into our food, but you don't have to, that's up to you. This process is super easy. You literally grate up a bar of soap, mix it with a little bit of water and heat it up so it dissolves. Add in a cup of washing soda and a cup of borax, stir that together, and add a little essential oils if you choose. Sometimes I do, sometimes I don't. It kind of depends. And then I add that to a 5-gallon bucket that is half full of hot water and stir it in and top it off and then let it sit for 24 hours, which is the hardest part. And then the next day I stir it. I take another second 5-gallon bucket, fill it halfway full with hot water, and pour half of the first batch into the bucket, and then top both buckets off, put lids on them, and set them aside to sit for another 24 hours. The total amount I have saved over the course of the past 10 years has been $3,600. Can you believe it? That's so much money. Welcome back to day 2. So today, our first step is to take another 5-gallon bucket and fill it halfway with hot water. Let's do that. One of the tools I use on this part of the recipe is an extra long whisk. It allows me to mix it up before I split it and help thin it down so it's not the concentrate version and I get a full 10 gallons. Sometimes I even make my own fabric softener. If you want to see that video, let me know down in the comments below. All right, let's open up this first bucket and see how it looks. Kind of a creamy white color, kind of separated. And take your whisk and start mixing. It should look a little bit like an egg drop soup, that type of coloring. And kind of globby. Humidity is really high, so it's gonna be a little more liquidy than normal, which is okay. It'll still work just fine. This part is really heavy, so if you have trouble lifting, you might want to get some help. Then I set this bucket back in here and fill it the rest of the way up with hot water. Now that that's filled up, I'm gonna make sure these lids are on tight, and then I'm gonna have my husband move these to where they're gonna be stored because they are very, very heavy. I store them in the 5-gallon buckets for as long as I need, and when I'm using them on a regular basis, I transfer just a gallon at a time into a smaller container. It makes it much easier to pour, much easier to handle, because those 5-gallon buckets are very heavy. Before I fill up my 1-gallon containers, all I do is give it a little bit of a stir to reincorporate all the gelled concentrate. So what do you think about how it turned out? Are you gonna try it? Thanks for watching today's video. Be sure to tune in on Tuesday at 4 p.m. Eastern Time as we start tackling my next goal. I can't wait for you to see what it is. Bye!